Chat, here we go. We got ourselves a nice show match today. It's Drali versus CRR. I think people have been excited to see Drali back in the 1v1 scene. And he has grinded his way up to number 68 on the leaderboards. And the time that I've actually seen him play the most 1v1 is on Moxie's stream. Moxie has been grinding a ton up into the high ratings of the 1v1 leaderboard. And he tries to do it with unending streaks, like 30-0, 30-0, 31, 40-0, that kind of stuff. And usually the person who ends it is Drali. Drali queues into him and finishes the crazy streaks, at least a few different times that I've watched it. So a little bit of beef maybe between Drali and CRR. But the fact that Drali is such a thorn in Moxie's side should tell you that he is back in form. If you were worried about Drali, who maybe left the game for a bit, and whether or not he lost any of his 1v1 ability, I don't think he did if he could still take games off Moxie. And now, today, he's going to play CRR, which I don't think he's ever played before. CRR kind of got his, not start, but his heavy dip into the 1v1 scene kind of after Drali had stopped playing. And CRR has played, of course, a ton of 1v1 recently and has looked incredibly in form. So we'll see how he looks today against the likes of Drali. Yo, give me the crumbs and paranoiding. Thank you for the 6 months and 8 months, respectively. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Awesome to see Drali back. If you haven't seen Drali before, when he first came onto the scene, he was most compared to Daniel because Daniel was kind of peaking at the same time. They're both incredibly mechanical players, very aerial focused. We'll see if that continues to be the way that Drali likes to play, or if CRR might be able to affect his playstyle, make him change what he's comfortable doing. That was a great spawn. That back corner boost for Drali right at the right time. CRR, that was a very dangerous stop and turn to challenge. I'm not surprised it didn't work out for him. Stopping right in front of Drali's net, but most importantly, driving towards the side wall where he's not protecting his own half at all, and then backflipping back into the play. It's usually not the way that backflip challenges like that end up succeeding. You almost need to be protecting the net the whole time just in case they move early and you get slightly outplayed. You're at least blocking the immediate goal. So when you try and backflip challenge when you're not at all, you're just blocking the sidewall, you're going to have a bad time. But luckily, he erases said bad time quickly with a kickoff goal to tie the game back up. CRR, the power shot, trying to catch Drali off guard. Drali has the save, and with momentum is into the midfield. He's been loving this air dribble. He hasn't really been able to get it past CRR yet. Hasn't decided what's going to work for him, whether it's the late touch like he got on that one or the air dribble bump. I think Drali maybe was trying to demo or get physical with CRR, and it completely backfired. I'm going to watch this from Drali's perspective. He wave dashed into this. I don't understand how he got so cleanly destroyed and CRR was unaffected, but hey. CRR up 3-2. CRR, 100 boost, knows Drali. He's back in his own net. Goes for a soft touch up near the crossbar. Likely to deplete Drali of a good bit of the 100 that he has. Hopefully eventually starve him out and keep him on this orange half. Drali just used everything he had to get this ball past the midfield line. So while it may feel like he had relieved the pressure, didn't really, considering he was going to be forced right back in. But this will absolutely relieve the pressure. A full field dribble. Drali has control now. Ball to air dribble. We see CRR prepping by going high. Is he going to challenge from, oh my goodness, right near the ceiling? And he does not get outplayed. Sometimes it can be really hard to get the right height on a challenge from this high up, but CRR reads it absolutely perfectly and dunks Drali for a fourth. Credit to him for showing high that whole time, making Drali double think his dribble the whole way, and then still being able to connect despite what was a really far away challenge from that back wall. Drali into the air dribble again. This is the way he likes to attack, and he's going to go 50 this time. CRR cannot keep this out. He has been reacting to all these dribbles and saving them off the backboard and posts so far. This time, there's just not enough power on Drali's dribble to move it anywhere. So even though he makes a good connection, it's just going to slowly roll in. CRR, wow, what a 50. I'm surprised his 50 works so well. I want to watch it from Drali's perspective as he retreats back. Oh, he just kind of got faked. I think CRR jumping early made Drali think that he needed to get up over the ball more than he did. And had he just ignored CRR and gone straight into the ball, I think he would have been able to easily clear it away. CRR! Look at that outplay. Just slightly missing wide, though. And Drali, I think he could have done a better job of protecting the ball there. CRR, I mean, not protecting the ball, but stealing it, I guess, because CRR chipped it so hard away from the wall. He went all the way out to the midfield and back before Drali had made any attempt on the ball. And Drali recognized late that he should have been stealing it. You know, he tried to pre-flip and get a last-second touch once he realized his best play was to try and take it away, but he needed to recognize that earlier. Punish CRR for what was a ton of separation between him and the ball. This is a good challenge for Drali to stop the bleeding a bit, because CRR has been dominating. CRR into a carry. He actually timed the flick at the perfect time, but he just didn't connect with the ball like he wanted to. That flick did not move the ball at all, despite the perfect timing. Drali delay kickoff and trying to get himself a fifth. CRR has the first save. He's going to be playing defense on only pads here for the next few moments. If Drali can keep him at bay, and he does, flick over the top, and he's back within one. You're listening to me talk on the podcast while watching me stream a show match. Wow, you're really doubling up on the Feer content. You could always spread that out if you really wanted to. Drali take it to the skies as he gets possession at the midfield, and the reset is past CRR. Players like Drali are so exciting to watch when they just live in the air, and every free moment they take it there. CRR even flipped away from the play. Maybe thought Drali was going to fake last second, but it was not a fake, as Drali sends it past to tie the game. Fake kickoff is completely read by CRR, but it hasn't gone well for him. He can't win the ensuing challenge, and Drali, not the best of first touches, but when you're Drali, you can find a way to get the power. Might not have the position to use any boost to do it, but let the ball fall on your car and rip it with a reset, and CRR doesn't stand a chance. 7-6 with a minute left to go. Drali, another kickoff win. This one's not going to be a direct goal. In fact, CRR is probably going to become the better of it since he's got 100 boost and possession. He's used up a ton of it, though, just to bring the ball back down to the ground. He has stolen Drali's back corner. So can he continue this possession, or will Drali be able to escape? He hasn't yet. Drali not likely to actually challenge, but he's falling from the ceiling. Drali, he pre-jumps it. Oh my goodness, CRR. I think he tried to go over the top of Drali because he saw him falling from the ceiling, but that worked perfectly into Drali's hands, who did not fall. He stayed high, and now he's got himself a possession late in this game. 30 seconds. And Drali has tapped this and glued it to the back wall. A great position for him to have it. For CRR to not be able to get any sort of shot. He's going to chase him down. Use his last bit of boost to pinch this one away. So I do expect CRR to get one more opportunity, and he is going to try and speed it to the net. A good idea considering how low Drali is. But that reset takes it away from a scoring position and should be the end of the game. I think Drali, if he can stay safe here on this attack. But you know what? I might have called it a bit early. Okay, he has a great boost advantage. Enough of a boost advantage that it doesn't matter that CRR had a bit of open field. Drali is going to take game number 1 here against CRR. We'll head to game 2. Drali looks like he's staying in the Fennec for game number 2. CRR, on the other hand, is in the Octane. Had enough of the Fennec that wasn't cutting it for him, even though that was a very close game. In fact, I feel like CRR led for more of the time in the game than Drali did. Drali just had a good finish. Look at the shot from CRR. What a start to this game number 2. CRR to the ceiling, double jumping as he pushes himself and the ball into the ceiling and off of it, using his newfound flip to finish off the speedy shot. CRR another kickoff win. This time he's going to drop the ball to a carry. He sees Drali coming for the early challenge, and he does his best to bring it down to the ground for the low 50. But Drali is just too quick and doesn't let him get away with it. Able to slam it over the top of him. That was a moment away from being a perfect win for CRR if he could just get his whole hitbox behind the ball. Drali intercepted it. CRR immediate kickoff. Erase the mistake. Retake his lead. Is Drali playing RLCS? Because I know he's turning 15 in October. According to him, his move back to Canada has been heavily delayed, but it will be happening a few months before he's 16. Oh, look at this pinch from Drali! Drali able to find a way to score quick off the kickoff. Might not have boost, but he doesn't need it. Just needs one pad to set up the pinch. And CRR didn't stand a chance. 2-2. What a shot from Drali. Oh yeah, I baited on Twitter with Rapid versus Vatira. If you didn't read the whole tweet, I followed up very quickly with, of course, that's not the game that's actually happening. It is CRR versus Drali. But imagine there's some Twitter beef today between Vatira and Rapid. Rapid taking issue with Vatira leaving moist. Drali, look at the shot. Oh, almost perfection. But crossbar, post, and out instead of in. CRR now trying to make something happen with only 23 boosts, and he doesn't make anything happen. He's going to be forced back off the play. Drali lost the dribble here. Not like him with how much he loves playing in the air. Not one to be losing it onto the ground. CRR, interesting fake. Got Drali in, but wasn't able to get it past him. Great recovery from Drali. CRR is going to take to the skies. Not a ton of space to find an opening, but CRR can find anything as he tornado spins into this ball and uses the reset to push it past Drali. What a shot from CRR. Drali, too little, too late. And CRR takes the lead once again. CRR, huge boost advantage in this position. I felt like there was a moment in which Drali should have been picking up 100 as well. I don't know if it's going to show us it. I want to say he grabbed possession at midfield and didn't pick up that 100 and then got himself stuck in a spot where he was having to try and fight a full boost dribbler all the way from CRR's own half. Drali doing his best right now not to get scored on this quick kickoff, and he did a good job. Now he had himself a full field dribble, but not a great setup. And if he somehow turns this into not getting scored on, it'll be truly a miracle that I would greatly commend him for. But no, CRR is going to be able to just take the free bucket that Drali did give him. All comes down to that bad first touch as he came off the wall. Wave dash kickoff for both these guys. I haven't been paying too much close attention, but I don't think either of them have been relying on that much so far in this game. So interesting that they both go to it at the same time. It is going to favor Drali, who gets himself a quick shot on net. CRR, impressive recovery to get the save, but not quite enough for Drali not to just be able to finish it off. CRR off the kickoff with no boost. Able to win a good 50, but the bounce too high. Doesn't come back down to a shootable position before Drali recovers. Now Drali up into the air quick. Off the ground bounce. CRR throws the nice one. He says my bad. I'm not even sure what he meant there. I thought maybe he was giving Drali some crap for a setup that he didn't think was very good, but following it up with the my bad, now I don't know. Drali, a win of 50 at the midfield. Wait, that wasn't in. It's off the corner and out. I thought Drali had it, but he's just wide. He's able to hold on to this possession still, though. Don't think CRR has a ton of boost. 0 is the amount he actually has. He finds a way to get at least a 50, push back into the orange half, but Drali quick the other way to get his 4th. It may have looked like CRR was leaving pressure, but Drali did a good job commanding the entire boost on the field, and CRR did not have enough to intercept that lob. This is the same cadence of the previous game with CRR taking over early, but the final minutes, Drali working his way back. Can he finish off the full comeback? I tell you what is not going to help. That's going to be basically direct own goals. Drali had control of the ball. He wanted the boost and the ball, but in order to do so, he just slapped the ball back towards his net and gave CRR an easy goal. Quick jab was misclick. CRR wants absolutely no beef at all. Is my bad. Made it seem pretty clear that it was an accident, but had to clarify. Drali looking to get a dribble possession. He is so efficient with his boost. Going the whole field, uses the reset. The only way he's going to score with that one is if he convinces CRR to pre-jump on a save, but CRR does stay grounded. So the soft reset falls right into his hands, and look at this flick. Drali didn't even stand a chance. Doesn't get off the ground when he recognizes it's too little too late. A slight turn in field to fake a challenge on CRR, but I don't think that really scared CRR at all. Instead, it just closed the distance too much for Drali to be able to stop the boomer of a flick. Drali, nice boost steal. This is a very crucial kickoff, I think, here as we approach a minute left to go. Down 3. If he had not won that possession and got a quick goal, I think he could have gotten away from him. But now with 2 goals and a minute 12, he is very much in this game. Great flick over the top of CRR. These guys complimenting each other now to even squash the beef further. Wave dash kickoff for CRR. He's going to get a free possession. He's going to try and rush this to the net as quick as possible. Drali had a great recovery and somehow found a way to get that save on pretty good positioning from CRR in the 50. Drali trying to pre-read CRR's chip at the midfield, maybe taking a bit more risk than he normally would here with 50 seconds left to go. Needing to get 2 goals, trying to find a way to turn this high lob from CRR into an air dribble. He wants his shot and he wants it quick, but he's got his opportunity now. Full field ahead of him. Is he going to go air dribble bump? We haven't seen it from him yet, but he will slam CRR down. He knows CRR does not have the boost to be able to stop him here in this position. If you want to not get air dribble bumps, CRR is going to have to pre-jump so much earlier and use probably a ton of boost to get out and around the angle of the bump. But when he's sitting off pads, he is not going to be able to stop that angle. Drali's got a wall to air dribble, and he is lethal from this position. CRR from the ceiling. Drali tried to go over the top of him. You see him noticing the challenge, using the reset to hopefully squeeze it in the small window that CRR left, but no, couldn't get it in time. So great early challenge, but 15 seconds left to go for CRR, and he has just left the ball. Likely to just let Drali have it, but Drali did not have the nerves he needed. Oh my goodness, wait, this demo on the back wall is going to make it possible. Drali will score. It seemed like he had made a mistake getting a strong touch. CRR baited him into it, and this should have been a good position for CRR. All he needed to do was not die. Even if he didn't go up that side wall and just waited somewhere in net, he would have been okay. He thought he could get to that ball without Drali taking him off the map. So now Drali tying it up. Are we going to see overtime? Most likely, but Drali has caught this. And he'll drop it to the ground. So another kickoff. Drali 1 goal away from going up 2-0. CRR trying to tie the series. There'll be a wave dash kickoff on the diagonal for Drali. CRR is standard, and he's definitely coming out the winner of that interaction. Drali trying to recover with low boost. He's done so. In fact, he might have even gotten a counterattack. CRR was trying to starve him out. He thought he was in the better position, so he felt he had time to leave the ball and steal the 100, but Drali does it with 5. He doesn't need any bit more as he passes it to himself off the sidewall, and the long shot gets him the game win. It'll be a 2-0 series lead for Drali as we head to game number 3. Game number 3. Chat wants to know what Rapid said about Vatira. You can check it out on Twitter. It mostly just said that basically Moist was good and Vatira should have stayed with them considering how good they were. That was the thesis of Rapid's point, was Vatira is making a mistake because Moist is so good. He shouldn't have left them. And Vatira making his points on why he left to play with KC. Drali, a ceiling reset, getting fancy with it now at the start of this game number 3. Has a bit of a cushion in the series, but certainly not a bit of cushion in any of these games. CRR has looked dominant, especially in the first few minutes of both games. Hasn't been able to hold on to it the whole way. CRR looking for a psycho, can't find it. And now Drali is going to be playing against the CRR with only pads. You can see him taking a trip around the half circle to pick up as much as possible. It's enough to get a save, but not enough to get a counter. before Drali recovers. CRR stopping this dribble early before it can get going. Drali just left the net open. CRR couldn't connect on it though, and actually he will now. Double mistakes from both players. I don't know if CRR... Yeah, CRR should have had that shot. I think he probably felt bad about missing it there, but luckily Drali's pre-flip also misses, so he still gets his opportunity. Drali from the side wall. Long touch. He has to fly so far to get back to it. But that doesn't stop him from getting the reset and sending a 100km/h shot over the top of CRR, who gets to sit and wait. I mean, that was a far out shot. It's not like one of the resets that get the late movement that the player doesn't have space to react to. CRR had space. It was just so strong that he didn't have the time to get up and adjust to what was a great shot from Drali. CRR can't pre-flip into his own corner. So Drali does get the steal, and now the demo, and he should be able to find an angle before the respawn. It'll be an easy bucket as Drali ties it back up. Chip Chorp, thank you for the tier 1 for 7 months. Appreciate it. 7 months, long time subbing. Thank you, thank you. Is Drali still in Morocco? Yes, I believe he is. Sounds like it'll be about a year or so before he will be moving back to Canada, according to his own words. What was that? Flipping into the ball to get a reset and then using it to reverse wave dash as he got to the ground. That would have been insane if he had found a way to score with that. CRR is going to be able to steal this very easily, and oh my goodness, not the best of landings. He's going to throw it. This is Rocket League. Okay, that confirms what I thought was true, which is that was a big blunder by CRR. It seemed like it was very easy to shoot that open net. He played it just a little bit too quick as he landed on the ground. Drali able to wait out this boost spawn. I wonder if CRR knows that he got the 100. CRR not quite own goaling, just barely missing wide, and Drali didn't get that corner, so he's going to throw the OK because he just got scored on. CRR plays a bit of keep away, baited Drali in with what was very close to an own goal, but a smooth catch. And Drali's never going to stand a chance as he flicks it past. Yo, Magoodles, thank you for the prime for 7 months. Feer rules, so does this match. Thank you. This has been a really good match so far. CRR able to push the ball out to the midfield. This is not the first time that Drali has just not picked up 100 pills that are right next to him. Drali uses this reset to push it too high. I think CRR actually had a great position on defense to cover most of the net, so Drali was forced to try and push it, you know, into the smallest of windows, and now Drali flips away. CRR is going to get a free one. Great defense from CRR. Bit of an awkward shot here, but enough to get Drali to miss off the post. Wave dash kickoff for Drali, but CRR actually flipped so hard through him. Was able to stop the quick recovery from the wave dash and gain control of the ball. He's lobbed this high, hoping to 50 Drali. It's not going to work. Drali's counter is way too high of a lob for him to even stay in control of. That's the problem. Doesn't need to be a great shot. As long as it's a little bit more lateral and towards the net, it's going to force a tough save that he could probably follow up. But that high of a lob, that far off net, CRR going to be able to escape here probably soon. Drali going to cut this directly towards the net instead of going up the sidewall. He wants to take advantage of the fact that he's already got CRR on the ropes. Sidewall setup, even though he's so good at it, would just take a little bit too long and let CRR reset in net. But CRR is reset now as Drali takes another dribble, the reset, and CRR cannot stop it. He is so clean in the air. Even with CRR prepared and ready. I actually thought CRR had a bit more than 27 boost. So with only 27, he is going to have to be more reactionary than he would like to. I assume with a more full tank, he goes up and challenges Drali earlier in that dribble. So Drali, great decision making on when to go up for these aerial plays, and another great time to do it is off a kickoff. Win the fake, and this is what you earn when you're as good as Drali. It may not have been intentional, but let's go ahead and say it was, because he has destroyed CRR with these resets, and this time the miss will also work out as it bounces and ties the game. We have watched the same thing from these players in these first 2 games. CRR taking control of the match, but not being able to hold on to it in the final minutes. That being said, he is going to get an outplay here at the midfield as Drali looking to be aggressive off a kickoff that he did not win, and it's not going to work out. So CRR regains the lead. Drali delayed kickoff. We saw this in a crucial moment, and I believe game 1 got him right back in the game. And he has taken a very risky dive to steal CRR's corner. And CRR is able to punish 6-4. He had all the boost he needed to make this play. Look at the way he air rolls and flips into that ball to make sure he never has to stop boosting to keep himself at max speed as Drali chases him down. That is what Drali needed here late in this game, though. Nice direct kickoff win. I think both these guys going standard kickoff. Drali just getting the better of it. Nothing special here from Drali, although he has liked the wave dash kickoff from the diagonal. Not something that players do super often, but he's gained control here. And he's got CRR to pre-jump, and then he places it past him in the top left corner. CRR did such a good job of covering almost every single angle, but Drali found a position he wasn't covering, and that is a perfectly off-the-post shot to tie up the game. We have seen this twice before, and it's happening again. 6-6. Can Drali pull it out in the final seconds to finish off what would be one of the closest sweeps I've ever seen? Drali, the reset, the shot over the top of CRR. Drali goes underneath the ball and pops it up just enough to make CRR miss. He has not been able to figure out Drali's aerial game, and there's good reason for that. Drali, one of the best to do it from the wall into the air. 30 seconds left to go. Can CRR hold on and force this series to go longer, or is Drali just too much in the final minute? He's going to throw this into the net, which means it is going to be a free CRR possession. This first touch is not it, unless he musties it to keep it up. Can CRR 50 this in? He can't. But the setup was so hard to work with. Credit to CRR for making even anything out of it. But he needed a better one in these final moments. CRR, this is a great challenge. He needs boost to get a powerful shot. Can Drali get back to it? He can. But CRR might be able to keep it up. Not a lot of boost. And actually, with Drali stealing this corner, I can't imagine a world that CRR finds a way to keep this up and scores. So it will be a full sweep. The GGs from Drali before the ball even touches the ground. Were those all game or 1-goal wins? That might have been a 3-goal differential sweep for Drali. What a close series that I guess at the end of the day wasn't close, because it did end up being a sweep, man. That's crazy.